Well, who is this? Super who, Keith?
Super Castaldi won.
Oh, man, and going against the up and young coming talent in Chase King.
I'll tell you what, there's not much known about all the Super Castaldis, but I think there's 7 of them running around through the United States, Mexico. Not bad wrestlers.
Well, they just did a nice leg takedown there, and maybe a little scientific match we'll have here. Something we don't see a whole lot of. But we want to talk real quick. Wrestling goes back to South Broadway Athletic Club on September the 11th on a Saturday night. And I know you and Tony Costa are working on a big card for that night. And then back here a week later in East Carondelet, a big card. We've already made an announcement that the winner of that championship match tonight between Dave Vaughn and Sean Vincent will have a match here on September the 18th. Danny Boy won the rights tonight by being the winner over Gary Jackson, who was disqualified.
And I'll tell you what, it was a good match. You guys seen exactly what I seen. And I told Gary just how it is. You know, you never know what's going to happen in this business. You never know what we're going to decide at the last minute. You know, we had talked about that just before these guys had that match. You know, what we were planning on doing. Whoever won the title match between Vincent and David Vaughn would get a crack at the winner of that match.
And right, and Gary was upset because he didn't know that. Well, what difference would it have made? The match went the way it was. You're the one that threw Danny Boy over the top rope and got disqualified. So, and yeah, down the road later on, we'll have another Gary Jackson and Danny Boy match, but it won't be on September the 18th because that's going to be a title shot between the champion, either Dave Vaughn or Sean Vincent, against Danny Boy.
Exactly. You know, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It doesn't matter. It could be any of those 3 guys, and we're going to have one heck of a match and one heck of a night when we come back here September the 18th.
And then we got to talk about the big day, September the 25th, 2 big shows in the same day. That's September 25th. We start off in Hillsdale, Missouri for the police department, a free wrestling show. So bring your lawn chair out. It's an outside show right on the Jesse Jackson Boulevard right by City Hall. You want to come out, sit right there in the park and watch all the action. And then later that night, 8 o'clock, we'll be back in Fairmont City, Illinois, and that's a place that we all like going back to, a nice venue there. That's for the Fairmont City Police Athletic League. And super announcement was made earlier this week. We have a special guest appearance by the legendary Ace himself. Cowboy Bob Orton will be both in Hillsdale, Missouri and in Fairmont City, Illinois.
I'll tell you what, like you said, Herb, those people are going to get a special treat that day, September the 25th. You know, 2 great shows, Hillsdale, Missouri and Fairmont City, and you just seen Chase King pin Super Castaldi 1.
Wow, this young man, I tell you, and the thing is, if you haven't noticed, you're not seeing doubles. That's his twin brother on the outside of the ring.